In early July, 31-year-old Shannon Mayer started feeling a tightness in her chest.
The next day, it was really hard to breathe. I had to work from my bed. Um, and I got scared because I'm like, I know I have asthma, but I really haven't had an issue with it in years, which is what prompted me to actually think about getting tested for COVID.
She was told the results would come in 5 to 10 days, and she should quarantine in the meantime. But they took a lot longer.
Had I stuck with it, I would have been in my house for 3 weeks.
Mayor's in Chicago, but Bethany Silva had a similar experience in New York City.
The test was quick, but I didn't get results for about 13 days, and it was negative.
And Lisa Miller in New Jersey.
It took about 7 days to get back the results. It was a bit worrisome. That's a fair amount of time. I had no symptoms, but I wanted to be tested to be sure I wasn't a carrier.
Dr. Ashish Jha at Harvard says even a 3-day wait for results is too long.
After 3 days, it really does, its utility becomes much closer to zero. So I sort of think of 48 is where you really want it, and after 72, it's pretty close to zero.
But a survey of more than 9,000 Americans by CNBC and data company Dynata shows that about 40% of results take more than 3 days. And the differences state by state are stark, from a little more than 2 days on average in Massachusetts and South Dakota to 4.5 days in Arizona and West Virginia, and more than 5 in Indiana. Jha says it's a product of a fragmented testing strategy.
Do I think that it would be helpful to have a national testing strategy in the middle of a global pandemic? I do. I don't think that having 50 states and a district each figure out their own pandemic approach is the most efficient way to do this.
As for Mayer, she started to feel better a few days into her quarantine, and luckily, 3 weeks later, she found out she was negative. Meg Terrell, CNBC Business News.